It is another significant year for England's Lionesses. This summer they head to Switzerland to defend the Euros title they won back in 2022. Before that, there's the second Nations League match with Portugal, Belgium and World Cup winners Spain waiting. For more on that, reporter Faduma Ola has been joined by a player who is hoping to be on that plane.
Now, it is a very cold afternoon here in North London, but that didn't stop England international and PSG goalkeeper Mary Earps from making the trip across the channel to meet a wonderful group of young people. Mary Earps, tell us a little bit more about the initiative that is happening here. You're in North London at this grassroots training session set up by Chase, meeting one of the amazing young coaches they have involved. Can you tell us a little bit more about the scheme?
Yeah, so I'm down here today with Chase to kind of learn more about and talk about their football coaching program, and Charla, the coach behind us, she's been on the program. I think she said for about 6 months now, and it's been really amazing hearing about how Chase have helped her and how she's developed as a coach and all the skills and things that she's learned, and without the initiative, how maybe it would have been harder to make that kind of development and step in sort of this new coaching career that she's found.
I guess what's really incredible about this scheme is that it allows people to have access to coaching through obviously the free services they provide. How important is that to making coaching more accessible for young people?
I think it's super important. I think, if we're talking about kind of how difficult it's been, definitely in terms of financially and kind of the economic crises that we've been in recent years, I think it's really important that we try and break down as many barriers as we can, especially for young people, and provide opportunities that otherwise they wouldn't have access to, and I think this is a perfect example. And I was hearing from Charla, and she was just saying, like, she can't believe it, how much she's learned in 6 months and how much she feels she's grown as a coach, but also how that makes her feel as a person and kind of the confidence that she has in herself and her development as a young adult. So yeah, it's been so much fun. I love to hear about stuff like this.
Yeah, and I guess the other important part of this programme is just not only the young people it brings in, but just the inclusive aspect from it, having young people from different ethnic minority backgrounds, Absolutely. Having women involved in sport.
Yeah, of course, from different economic backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds. Obviously, you're talking about empowering women as well. I think it's brilliant, and I think you're helping a coach in this scenario, but you're also helping 20 young girls as well and giving them an opportunity to receive coaching, and an opportunity to not just go to the cages with their friends, which is obviously amazing, but to get specific coaching and grow and develop. And then obviously I've been kind of hanging out with the goalkeeper union by the goal, and we've been talking about kind of them asking me questions about my goalkeeper journey, but also getting to ask me questions about, okay, what would I do in certain situations, and them developing their own goalkeeper style. So it's been a lot of fun.
It's been a lot of fun, and just watching these young people interact with you and learn a thing or two from you. And I know you've made this trip down here to London to come and meet these people, but what's it been like for you? You made the move to PSG over the last summer. How's it been settling, I guess, in a new country, in a new league? How's your French coming along as well?
The French is a work in progress. I've done 9 lessons so far, and I think it's been going pretty well. I'm making a real effort with the language. It's obviously difficult. I think that's probably one of the hardest parts, to be honest, especially on the pitch. Off the pitch, of course, it's frustrating, but Google Translate tends to come through. On the pitch, I don't have Google Translate, to be able to communicate exactly what you want from your teammates in that exact moment is really difficult, because you've maybe got a split second to make a decision or help your teammate make a decision. So that's probably been the most difficult part. But in general, I'm really enjoying it. I've really enjoyed kind of my introduction to the club. It's obviously never easy to pick up your life, especially as a more experienced player, and just move to a different country. It definitely comes with its challenges, completely different culture, language, football philosophy, style of play, completely different goalkeeper training, goalkeeper coaching. Yeah, a lot of new challenges, but one I'm really relishing, and I think it's adding to me as a player and helping me improve, and that's exactly why I moved. So.
And now you're going from club to country. Next week you head off to the Algarve with England to kick off the Nation League campaign. The England Lionesses side have been dealt with a lot of injuries at the moment. How do you think, I guess, the team is going to cope, and I guess the pressure, is there going to have any pressure on those players?
No, I think, of course, it's difficult. Injuries are unfortunately a part of the game. It's never nice, and you're always wishing your teammates a really speedy recovery. they add a lot of quality to the team as well. So of course you always want everybody available, but unfortunately it's part of the game, and I think it gives a really great opportunity for other players to come in and have an opportunity to show themselves. So yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's also an opportunity at the same time, and the Lionesses are a strong group. So yeah, I'm sure we will come together, no doubt.
The highly anticipated game against Spain is coming up for the Lionesses. Is there talks of revenge amongst the camp?
I mean, I didn't really think of it like that. And I don't think any of the other girls will either, but I'd have to ask them. No, I think for us it's obviously a great opportunity to play a great game against great opposition. And for me, that's exactly why you play the game, to play with and against the best players in the world. And Spain are definitely one of the best teams in the world, if not the best. So yeah, it'll be a really challenging game and a really good opportunity for us. And yeah, to really try and put in a good performance and continue the preparation to the Euros. But yeah, July is and the big tournament in the summer is the most important thing, and it'll be about ramping up our preparations for that.
Lovely. Your former Manchester United teammate Ella Toone is back in the squad. She's made an amazing start to this half of the season. How proud of you of her, considering her circumstance and everything that she's done both on and off the pitch? Yeah,
for sure. I mean, I think Toonie's been unbelievable this season, especially at the start of this year, and I think it's a massive testament to who she is as a person, and yeah, the character that she is, to be able to kind of go through the adversity that she's been through, and what a tough time it's been for her and her family. Yeah, immensely proud. She doesn't need me to tell her that. She's doing incredibly well, and long may it continue. Great player, great person, and yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing her.
Bunny Shaw withdrew from a game due to online abuse and racist abuse that she'd received. Tragic and sad circumstance for Bunny Shaw, but what were your thoughts on her withdrawing from that team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really disappointing to hear that. I wouldn't even say disappointing is the word. I'd say probably borderline, just sickening really, I think, in where we are. And I don't know, I feel like especially in women's football, I don't know if that's fair to say, but I feel we pride ourselves of being a really inclusive environment, a really safe environment for players and supporters, coaches, whoever you are, to kind of come together and enjoy the game. And I was really, really upset to hear that. But I think it's fair for Bunny to withdraw herself. It's a real shame that it had to come to that. But if that's what she felt she needed to do to kind of protect her peace, or protect herself in some way. Maybe peace isn't the right word, but I think she has every right to do that and kind of set that boundary and take some time. And hopefully we can find ways to better protect players from racism. I can't pretend to know what that feels like, but I hope I can help in some way, create some change, or help create change in some way. And yeah, I hope it doesn't ever happen again.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Mary. You have been so patient despite the cold. I can see your hands are starting to freeze off a little bit. You can catch obviously more of Mary Earps as England travel to the Algarve to take on Portugal at the start of a very exciting Nation League campaign.